Brother Chad here, G.C.B. Old Slick, that Buick we had, ran good, perfect, man. And I tell you what, it sat for about 3 months, and all of a sudden it was a hard start. You know, got it warmed up. We got the sealer on it, and then it sat for another 3 months, and all of a sudden it just didn't want to start. You had to keep spraying it to keep it starting. You know, at first I thought the timing, you know, I'm like, well, it's an online distributor, maybe so. You know, and I was just about to pull out the distributor to check the gear on the bottom. Because one thing you need to remember when you buy a distributor, there's a casting gear, and then there's a brass gear, or a casting gear, or just a steel gear, whatever you call it. You know, there's 3 different gears. You know, but before I done that, I'm like, well, it might not be getting fuel, so we disconnect the fuel line. Pumping good, man. I mean, not at first, but it's been sitting, you know. Had good fuel. So we took off this, and I don't know, bro, Mark will show you inside, but there's a little filter there. That filter looks clean, looks good. Can you see it? Yeah. Alright, now because it's an edelbrock, you can use either side on an edelbrock because there's a straight feed bar going straight across. And then we came across this right here. Bro, let me turn it so Brother Mark can show you.
Look at that green gunk.
All that green corrosion is from aluminum corroding. So it's getting fuel, but not enough, you know. But we pumped it, we gave it gas like this, nothing spraying out from the seeds or anything like that. So today we're gonna pull the top off, see how bad it truly is in there. I go with edelbrocks for a daily driver because you never have to adjust them. You get them dialed in one time, the fuel and air mixer, and you have no issues. 90% of the time, you don't got to mess with the fuel and air mixture when you're putting them on. But me, because I get as much power as I can from the motor with jacking the time in and fine tuning everything, I always got to adjust the air and fuel mix. So, with needless to say, all I'm going to use is this right here. It's a standard paint gun cleaner, you know, and I always use that because it also comes with a little bit of lube, you know, Vaseline or grease, whatever the hell you want to call it. I get it from Harbor Freight, and that is the part number from Harbor Freight, you know. You're only going to need a few tools, you know, couple star bits, 1/4 inch drive socket. I got a few little flathead screwdrivers, you know, small tip. I got some picks. And I got some whatever the hell you call it. Yeah, needle nose. And I got a Phillips just in case, which I don't see no Phillips screws on this. So, but we're gonna get the crack and lacking on this once I lower it down, and then we're gonna see how bad it is on the inside. I'm going to start out with these little floats on top. These little, on the very, very top, there's some needle seeds right here. I'm going to start out with those. Because sometimes those will give issues too. But other than that, it's straightforward. You know, you got a screw here for the fuel pump. Got a counter pin here. And you got a nut on this. All I'm doing is taking the top part of the carburetor off. I'm not messing with the bottom. 90 because I mean it will show you the fuel bowls and everything. And to clean everything, because brake cleaner now sucks. I mean, there's only one good brake cleaner still left, but it's like $5 a can. So I'm gonna be using the M3 spray gun. You know that cleans the paint from the spray gun. So if it cleans that, it's gonna clean the corrosion. So Brother Mark's gonna get you set up, and then we're gonna start ripping into it. See, there's a little spring here.
Yeah, I know about this thing. Really hard to take them out and flying different ones.
Yeah. Right. That. Right there. No, magnet. It's good to have a flathead with magnet on the back. But that ain't magnet, so.
Use the pen.
Now you gotta be careful when you pull these out. Cause that's needle seed. You see that? See that green corrosion?
It can't really.
Make sure you don't drop that part. You got a spring there.
I don't know the camera focus.
It's gonna be a little noisy because it's gonna rain all day.
That's the green corrosion that he's talking about. All around the needle feed.
So if it's down in here, probably gonna be through the whole carburetor. Because one, this is just brass. Brass always corrodes up, you know. But you always want to be cautious with these parts because if you bend it, you're kind of screwed. See, this side is getting fuel because it smells like old garbage fuel, but fuel nowadays ain't really any good. Oh, I got a back up. They look good inside. So, next step, let's pull all this stuff off. I'm just going to unscrew this. This here is part one. Now what I'm taking apart right now is the pump. And sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's not. Now these don't come out from the top, but that's what pumps the gas, which got some kind of stick to it. But that's why I buy the Harbor Freight kit. Now there is a big spring inside there. Okay, everything, oh wait a minute. Got a screw on this side. That works to choke. Alright, choke ain't sliding back like it's supposed to. Which I didn't realize they had a cotter pin, so I'm gonna put that back together before I put the top on. I'll put that back together for the top. Because for some reason it slid all the way over. Alright, no worries. Alright, now it's time to get the big boy stuff out. You can actually do this while it's on the car. I should have took out the cotter pin here for the choke and left that bracket hooked up, but wasn't really thinking. Before you put these screws back in, you're going to put lube on them. Which I'll remind you that when we do put it back together. Still got to get a kit for it to tear it apart. Got a little cotter pin. Word of advice, when you pull these little tiny pins off, I mean, look how small that is. How tiny that joker is. Yeah. Best thing to do is put that joker right back on. Yeah, I should have left that shaft on, which I'll put that shaft back on and put it back on if I can get it back on. Oh. Shoot, shaft don't want to go back on. Put the screw there. Put that first. As I draw on the screw, hold on, you push it down. As I draw on the screw, we'll set it. Hold that side in. This side here has a small cotter pin too. I should just took out the cotter pin. Pick for this one. Oh, dummy. I was looking at the wrong one. Sunday morning, man. I'll put that on there. I am really curious after seeing that. Look, it's since it's been out, you can see it's getting darker since it hit the air. Can you see it, Mark?
Yeah.
You know, so that's tell signs that I'm gonna have that stuff on the inside. And I'm smelling this fuel, man. Cause I didn't put fuel treatment in it. Seafoam will do wonders. You know, if you're building a car, Seafoam, it's 2 ounces for every gallon. You mix that in with the fuel, so this way the Seafoam be inside this with the fuel, and it will save you a lot of headaches. For me, And Brother Mark, which is my fault, but we did not expect the car to be sitting as long as it did. You know, when you run into some money situation where you gotta stop, it's unavoidable. You forget about it. I'm so tempted to go wait with the freaking gun, but
Dang, you don't want to do that.
no, because this is soft aluminum, man.
This ain't like a billet aluminum. It ain't the hard stuff.
Now this is a quadrujet, like what I like running.
Yeah, you'll do it.
Yeah, because it's better, whatever the hell you want to call it. And I believe I can buy just the upper gasket. I don't think I gotta buy a whole gasket set.
Yeah.
But then again, it depends on what it looks like inside.
I can buy, because it says the stuff out front here.
Yeah, and then the numbers right here on the front too.
Yeah.
All right, here's the fun part.
Try and lift this evenly.
Well, I gotta watch that pump.
Do you want me to take it down?
No, that'll help guide it. Holy crap.
Oh man.
Look at that. So, the needle seeds we took out, that's part of the float system. And look all the corrosion. I'll let Brother Mark hold it.
Especially on that float. Look at that.
Plunger still looks good.
Like he was saying before, as you see on this one float here, air gets to it, you can see that it's starting to become more and more white.
Well, you show him this side? That side's even worse.
Yeah.
And he's gonna have to take you off the stand. For the other part. I wonder if the seeds are
I need a light.
floating needles don't. Oh, see this one here is sticking. You see it not coming down?
Yeah.
So this side wasn't getting fuel. Can you see that one there?
Yeah.
Seeds, the needle's moving. So only one side was getting fuel, and that right there would be the feed side, where we were feeding the fuel in it. So yeah, we're gonna have to get a whole rebuilt kit. So that's looking bad, man. I'm hoping the floats are good. Brass floats, sometimes they rot. Oh yeah. You know, that's if you lose the box, you know, that's they all come with tags like that. But
show part number.
But if that's not good enough, you got the part number right there in the front. Got one there and one there, but it's gonna be the big one most of the time. And Brother Mark, this is the side that wasn't getting much fuel. This is the plunger side. This is the primary side here. Because this is the pump side. The pump goes there. And then this is the feed side. So it was not getting good fuel. Now seeing all that, I'm gonna have to pull out the jets here and clean these jets. But man, oh man. That's my mistake. I'm not using fuel treatment in with it, but I wasn't expecting it to sit for 6 months. So, let me get a few things figured out. Find some towels. I bet you the bottom jet screws are bad too. Oh man, that one hurt pretty bad. Alright, let me grab some more stuff. I'll be right back. Right. I got a few things. I got a wire. I'm going to show you how I'm going to use this wire to clean jets. I got toothpicks that come with the kit, you know, for the bigger holes. Let me see. Got paper towel somewhere.
Yeah.
Alright. While I'm cleaning this, Brother Mark's gonna get the floats off. What you're gonna need is a small little skinny punch.
Gently push it out.
These here, I don't know, am I in focus? Ooh. These here, to get the floats out, is very simple. There's the pin right here. You just push it with something small and it'll slide straight out that pin. And then once you get the pin out, float will come off, and then you can, the needle should just come right out. It should pull right out on these. If it was a holly, it'd have a little clip to it.
C-clip.
Yeah, C-clip or some kind of clip. But because it's an edelbrock, it's done by gravity. So find a small little skinny punch so you can pull that out and get that clean, because the float's got to come off anyways to replace the gasket. And I'm gonna start wiping out this, and then I'm gonna mark my air and fuel mixer screws, and I'm gonna count the turns, but I'm jumping ahead a little bit. Because right now I want to try and soak the fuel out of this that's already in here. Man, look at that corrosion on the spring too. And that's for the pump. You know, the plunger still looks good. Still looks perfect. But just to play it safe, if we get a master kit, I'm just going to replace that. Which a master kit should come with a whole new plunger here. You know, all one piece already together. It's been raining, so it may get a little loud at times. Once we hit our subscribers marks, because gotta like and subscribe, you know. We're gonna start doing some giveaways, you know. We're gonna take the money out from our own pockets and do some giveaways. That's the sticky side. I don't know if you can see that real good.
You gotta tap on the screen to unlock it.
But that's all corrosion. And then here's the float. See, as air gets to it and it dries, you can see it. The good thing is that it looks like it's just flaking off. You know. So you only want to use some fine steel wool for that, to clean them.
This kind of steel wool here.
Because it is very easy to break the seal right here, because they're only pieced together like right here. You're good, Mark. You know, it's only sealed right there. It's easy to break that seal. So when it floods, like on the holly, it floods from the top. This little different, it just dumps it in. When it floods, that means you got a bad flow. And as long as Brother Mark is remembering how he's taking them out, which they're idiot proof, so I'm just messing with them. Let me move you a little more to the side. Yeah, you can really see the.
Yeah,
You can really see it now. Yeah, he tells me to tap the screen and ain't doing nothing. There we go. I had to zero it in. But that's just some of them scraping out. You don't gotta be afraid to do this yourself. Just take your time. Take your time.
The only reason why I lock the focus so this way it doesn't keep trying to zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out.
Yeah. See, now this was a performance edelbrock. It'd have a pump on each side. Because it actually has a spot for the other pump.
Which you can buy the pump itself and just put it in.
Yeah, but for daily driver, you want the electric choke. You don't want like what nasty bitch has, you know. Yeah, this side's freaking. This side was getting all the fuel. Pump side wasn't getting nothing. We got the gasoline soaked out. We're gonna let that corrosion dry because it's easier to scrape it out. And yeah, Mark, we're gonna have them to get a whole kit. There's gaskets up underneath the jets,
I kind of prefer those gaskets on this too. They're not big gaskets, they're tiny, itty bitty ones, right?
Yeah, it's not as easy as that demon on Nancy bitch, that hybrid. But I'm gonna clean everything. Oh man, it deteriorated the gasket too. Corrosion on this.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And the whole ports. Oh man, this is getting worse and worse, man. The more we get, the more I dig into it, the worse it's getting. And the bad thing, it's under warranty. But because there's corrosion in it, it's not. They won't warranty it. Yeah, corrosion does void your warranty, man. Oh, this ain't a 3-piece.
Shit, it's only 2 pieces.
It's a 2-piece base. Most of them are 3 pieces. You know, the base comes off separately.
Getting clean.
Yeah, I mean see, the side that wasn't fused pretty good. And these are left and right, so you got to remember that.
And put a tag on them if you have to.
You can tag them, or because the carburetor's sitting like that, you can put an R right here. Put an R there, and then you can put an R on this. That will save you a bunch of headaches because the holes are on the opposite side of each one, which these are pretty bad too. Let me see. See, there's little tiny holes right there. I can't see nothing, man. Maybe you can see it, maybe you can't. But there's small little holes right there. And they're clogged. They are clogged. Not what I wanted to see. Now these are your 4-barrel jets. Now I'm going to take off the primary jets. The small 2-barrel jets. If the 4 barrels look like that, don't want to take it apart. Didn't want to dig this deep into it. But the good thing is that we're using the spray gun cleaner.
Yeah, I hope this doing the float's still good. Because fuel still keep getting on my hand.
Well, if fuel's getting on your hand, that could be a sign of bad floats. You know what we do when you look for a kit? Just get it with the floats. Yeah. Primary 2-barrel jets ain't bad. You see that? Just a little bit on the tip. That's a good sign.
Yeah, that's useless.
You see the porthole's not even. Yeah, but of course you know I'm gonna break out that good spray stuff. These are left and right also. So put a little R on this one. Need screws in it. God, I'm wondering how long it's gonna take for a kit to come in.
Max 2 weeks.
Get plenty of drying time. Cause we are gonna use the good stuff. You know the prime jets weren't working.
It's only the second.
But it could be because there wasn't enough fuel in the Joker, you know, feeding to it.
I thought the back was prime jet.
Yeah, no, the front is the prime jets. This one's a little clogged.
Oh, really?
For the feed side. That Joker's pretty clogged.
I would just look for a full build kit, top to bottom.
Yeah, floats and all.
Yeah.
Just play it safe.
This is why you use fuel treatment. Good fuel treatment.
Yeah. Seafoam works good. Now if you're storing a car, they got this other stuff. Alright, these ones here are my prime jets. You know, when you first give it gas, this is what squirts the fuel in there first. You know, these are the prime jets, and they weren't doing crap. These run directly to the pump. You know, it channels directly to the pump. They weren't doing nothing. Nothing, I tell you. It's kind of good that it's just a single base setup.
Makes it easier and cheaper to work with.
Yeah.
Well, not necessarily cheaper, but easier overall.
They made them idiot proof, basically.
Yeah.
Stuff the gasket in. Alright. Let me see. That should be nothing. I don't think that's magnetized or anything, but oh man. I'm gonna dump it over here. Prime jet's clean as hell. Look at it. That's the stop block. That joker's spotless. So we got a clog in the channel. Dang. But yeah, these gaskets are, I mean, they just deteriorated. So.
But cheap fuel also does that too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all fuel's cheap now, man.
True.
Alright. Now, I'm going to color this side. Because this is my fuel jet on this side. That I know, and that's air jet. But what I'm going to do, because, you know, I already got it adjusted to where I need. So what I'm going to do is, you know, I know the black is right side. But I'm going to put a dot right here. And then the fuel side, you know, I'm going to go like, I'm going to put a little line right here. I'm going to put a dot right here. Alright. I need to do that on this side too. I need to mark this side. Mark that side. And I'm marking it like I'm taking the distributor out. Now, if you're all like me, I mess up on my count sometimes. So you take a screwdriver and you color to one side. Well, one that don't have trash on it. Color that side black, leave that side silver. So what you're gonna do is the black side, you're gonna line up that black side. So you're gonna count the rotation. When the black side turns all the way around, that's one rotation. If you, I got a fuel gauge, the set them once it's running, but this is just in case you don't have it. So you're gonna count the turnouts. That's one. I lost my dot on the thing though, but I know my dot. That's one turnout. Two turnouts. And then that's a half. I got three. Four. 5. 6. 7. Man, he's going deep. I'm at 7. 8. 9. Oh, 10's almost out. I think a half turn would be 11. 11 turns. And believe it or not, that needle's clean as heck. These are the ones that get trashed up. So I'm gonna write down 11 side, right side. I'll put 11. 11 turnout, man. That's a long freaking screw there. But this joker is getting mad fuel. Yeah, that's perfect. Oh man, yeah. Show them how it's getting worse and worse as the fuel. And I'll do my counting. 1, 2.
This big man's counting over there. Here's what it's good to see. Here's the one I just cleaned. You see how shiny this can be. Here's the other one. It's getting worse and worse as it's going. More it dries. Like that. Now side by side. What it used to look like and what it is now?
12. Huh. Left side's 12 turns.
These get in there.
Left side's 12 turns. Alright, I pretty much got it stripped down. Now, because I'm going to be spraying this, all my marks are going to come off. So, you work smarter and not harder, because most of you ain't going to video record this. What I do,
Take a picture.
take a picture so I can come back to it. This way I know where my marks are. I know that mark's there, that mark's there. You know, that was 12 turns. This is 11 turns, so I was getting, I was allowing more fuel to go in than air. But
that was more, that was default.
yeah. And the reason why I was allowing more fuel, they're both set at 30. Vacuum side could be turned down a little more to 28. Alright, now I'm going to show you why I got this wire. You're going to start by stripping it.
Oh yeah, we need new floats.
I mean, I still believe those floats are good, but I just, if we can get a whole kit with floats in it, it's not going to be $1 billion freaking dollars. Alright. All you do, you untwist this. But this is thicker wire than most wiring. But you untwist a strand, like so. Some of them you need 2 strands, but we're going to start out with 1 strand. Then you're going to cut it. And cut it till you got a nice little strand. And then that's how you clean these floats. The little hose. Just use a strand of wire. Don't gotta buy nothing fancy, man. You know. Put it in, you blow through it, which I already know this one's clean.
It's just for an example.
But this one here is nasty, so let me get the gasket off real quick. I'm not sticking my mouth on that. Alright. The 4-barrel jet. Alright, got 1, 2, 3. I don't know if you can see it, probably can't, but it's the perfect size to clean out those holes. You know, all holes are cleaned out now. And then get to the jet. The jet in there, you can't even get to it because you got this. That will feed in there so smoothly, you know, to help clean it. Which, you know, the spray that I bought will do it right. Oh, one of them's clogged. Top one's clogged here. I mean, when you pull these apart, you will see, you know, like on top, you know, this here is a breather hole. or more or less the flood hole. You know, when the floats clog up, and you got that hole there, which that might be a little clogged. But as you pull it apart, you will see all this stuff. Gotta have a small air compressor, because you are gonna want to blow some air through a bunch of holes. So I am gonna get this stuff, and because I'm by the heater and this is highly flammable, I will be right back. I don't want no explosion.
Okay, got 2 floats done. Almost done, man. Clean.
Boy, I forgot how bad this burns your hands. I've got cuts and it's burning the crap out of them. Still got the green haze in it, but at least it'll dry up now. And my pump bar fell off. I forgot the pump bar is not on there, like, really. You know, it's just placed in there. Oh, I'm losing all kinds of levers here. Oh, I'm just glad I know where all this stuff goes. Alright, you gonna toy with me?
Yeah. Good toy.
Pump bar I'm not concerned about. That bar I'm not concerned about. Everything blew out good.
That's good.
You know, but I'm kind of a little iffy about this one part. Because the primary, you know, prime it up, I didn't get nothing out of it. I didn't get crap out of it. Oh, the ball. Holy shit. Find me a small bag. You know, small little zip bag. Like,
Oh man, I hope one didn't fall out.
no, because the bar's right there. Make sure you don't lose that. That you need. Because
Is there only one?
yeah, there's only one. Because that and that sits up together. You know. And there's only one way to put this in. That little dot goes on the ball. So I'm getting Mark to get me a little. I call them crack baggies, but you know what I'm saying. Small little bags, you know. Yeah, you know. Come on, I see smiles. That's, boy, I'm glad I had my thumb on that the whole time when I was tilting this joker. I forgot about that old ball. There ain't no holes? Sure, it looks a little wore out, man. There's a hole. Right there. Right, let me get a little brush. I'm gonna use a tickle brush. Well, that's a big joker, but we won't lose that.
Especially if you swipe it.
Right. That's good. I'm glad I seen that joker, man, because I forgot all about that. I'll admit, I forgot. Right. What's the spray? See, this stuff, man, it's strong.
That and you don't need a lot of it.
Ooh! God, it's a kite, man.
I'm way down here.
And shit's strong, ain't it?
Yeah.
See, it comes with these little grease, you know, it'll grease the stuff back up. But all this stuff, man, works so much better. I think I paid like $5 for that kit, man. It comes with lube and everything. Because when you put this stuff back together, you want some lube on the tips of everything.
Especially these things here, the tiny stopper with the
with the rubber boots in them.
Yeah, the rubber tips.
Hey, did the screens fall out, or are the screens still in there?
Here's the number. Should be.
Oh yeah, you gotta unscrew the whole purge thing. I'm not touching those yet until we got the kit, because if they don't come with it, I'm not pulling those out. And here's the gasket. So
I can keep that. Don't bend it. So
no, I'm not bending or breaking it. It's gonna be like a demon carburetor, the hybrid. You're gonna have to match them up probably. See, but a real shot, you gotta keep some lube around, man. This is better than oil or anything else, you know. You always have to put any O-rings that you deal with, that you install, like AC systems and everything. Any type of O-ring, you want to lube them up before you slide them in, because this way they won't rip or tear. Just a quick tip. And I know I'm going to have some weird comments. Well, there's some weird comments on that one, man. Yeah, this stuff cleans it up good, man. It's just, this stuff is so potent. And, oh yeah, the benefit of you using this, it dries in the air, man. I mean, the air dissolves it. So it's not like the new brake cleaner, like the old school brake cleaners used to
You used to be able to squirt it on and it just dries instantly. You get to watch
Yeah.
the vapors and all that.
Yeah, this new stuff, it ain't like that, man. I mean, it is garbage now. You know, when you gotta be environment friendly, yeah. Messes everything up. Environment friendly, my butt. You use twice as much, pay twice as much for stuff that don't work. Drives me freaking crazy.
I can't get that crystal clean, but
Well, I mean, we still haven't sprayed it with this stuff either.
this, you put that in that bag.
What is it? The floats?
Yeah, float stopper. I still got your other one.
Any small pieces like that, we just put in the bag. That's fine.
These I gotta clean. Where's the other one?
Let me show them. See how nice shiny that side is? I sprayed that side too, but you know that's the stain stuff. I don't know if I can show you in real time on how.
You gotta be up close.
Yeah, gotta be up close. But like I said, once again, all I'm using is this. This is a $8.99 at Harbor Freight. It's an M3 brand, really good. That's the part number. You can buy it offline cheaper. I think the more you buy, the more you get, but the best price. But all it is, Mark, I'm not gonna spray it on you, man.
No, I did. I know sometimes it's cooked down.
And that's all I'm doing. A little grease brush. Now you're not gonna get all the stains out. I mean, there's no way you can get all the stains out. Especially side with the heavier buildup. Shoot, we had the gasket kit, man. We just let this bag go right back down. Sound. This car here, man, that Buick. Man, the way I got that Joker tweaked, it's boarded 60 over. God only know why he wanted to board at 60 over, but he did. Got a model cam in it. And when you stomp on that gas I got the RPM set where the power performance kicks in at 1800 RPMs. Dude, you swear you got a turbo up underneath this Joker, man. And if you watch my previous videos, my older videos, I think the one is, what was it, Tweaking Blue Up?
Yeah.
If you watch that one, you know, it's a blue box Chevy. I believe I explained on how to set the distributor for that performance where you want it to kick in. Blue is timed, I think, at 32 degrees, set at 1800 RPMs. So this way, when the RPMs hits that 1800, that's where all the power, that vacuum kicks in, throws that advance in that distributor, and son, it's just downhill, man. Because, you know, when you're at cruising speed, you're at about 1,200 RPMs at cruising speed. And then you get up on it, and then the minute the RPMs hits 1,800, that's it, man. You hold on for the ride. I know I'm gibberish, but... Right. I heard a ding, but that's probably weather. Oh, I got a pick. Look at your touch. Heck, with the weather, You wanna come on. Now he says heck with the weather. If you wanna come on, come on. Show me again? That joker's sealed right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you got that right there, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, this side's bad, man. I don't know why the feed side's worse. Unless it's getting back feed through here. So, let me break out the little scrub brush.
I'm gonna go grab my phone so I can start looking up the rebuild kit for this.
Alright.
So I just call edelbrock tomorrow.
I mean, I don't want to be spending $200-300 on a rebuilt kit when I can buy a brand new one for $5. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But if I can't find one, I'll call edelbrock tomorrow. See what they say.
I mean, a rebuilt kit for the Demon was $200, but that's because that's a racing performance carburetor.
Yeah, hybrid. It's a Holly being covered.
Which I know we got spare floats if that's the case, but then we got to pull back apart. That's why I'm thinking, you know, just, but whatever.
Let me go grab my phone.
I'm getting so freaking high, man. Golly, I got the heat going. This stuff is so strong. The ventilation. I think my dog's getting high too, man. He's not moving much. This side is a little more harder to clean. You don't want sandpaper on nothing. You don't want to scrape. You don't want to scrape anything with a screwdriver. You know, that's one reason why I like this kit too, man. It comes with some nice wooden toothpicks that you can use to scrape. Won't damage anything. It's amazing, DC, man. Dun, da da da, da da da, da 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 da. Dog's looking at me like I lost a freaking mind. Alright. This side here, and that rod fell off. This side here is a little stained. Very well, I just gotta wipe it out with a dry rag. But it's getting there, folks. Getting there. So that's where we're at. I'm gonna to try and find something soft to get these gaskets off. So we'll be right back. Alright, these edelbrocks. You know, they got the filter here, filter there, you know, so the feed through these for the brain fart, for the floats. And I know you'd be very, very tempted to pull those off. But in reality, those filters is what actually saved a lot of this carburetor, because remember all the buildup was on the one side, because you know it just pressures it all over. So from my experience, I know the filters are aggravating sometimes. They can clog up, all this yada yada crap, you know. But the filters is what actually saved this carburetor. You can remove them if you want, but that's what saved the carburetor. That's why it's just mild work I'm doing to it, you know. But that's my opinion. You get a rebuild kit or a gasket kit that comes with the filters. But for now, I'm at a stop. And I guess this is part 1. Part 2 is going to be putting it back together. Putting that back on the car. Retiming the car because, yeah, my dummy, I messed with the distributor. So, well, Chad, G.C.B, like and subscribe. This is part 1. Have a good night. Make sure the pins are in. Put that bad boy on. Nice and smooth. Oh, nice and easy. Yeah. Someone made a point. The shaft should have been on. Because the shaft keep the gasket lined up, everything lined up, you know. I'm actually a Holly guy. I like my Hollies. But Hollies are not good, in my opinion, are not good for daily driving. And I'm going to explain why. Because a Holly, as the weather changes, you got to adjust the carburetor different. Not by much, you know, you got to adjust the fuel intake and then the vacuum screw a little bit. Good old edelbrocks, adjust them one time, that's it, it's done. No issues. I mean, you're good to go. now as they warm up, you know, after a few months of driving, you're supposed to go by and just snug these screws, because the gaskets will get soft. But that's the same thing with base gaskets, you know. But if you got a daily driver, an edelbrock works good. My buddy got a drag truck, and he has a tunnel ram on it, and all he has on his is 2 600 edelbrocks, and he spanks everybody's ass, man. Edelbrock can produce some power, but they're really easy. 90% of the time when you got float issues, fuel issues, you just leave it bolted on and then you just take the top off. You don't even got to do what I actually did. I mean,
What we did was technically uncalled for.
yeah, I went way beyond what I had to do. So, I mean, this is, I just wanted to be cautious, but I should have stopped when the screens were in there. It would have been a whole lot easier, a whole lot simpler, because I could have bought just the gasket. Give me a little zip gun. This is going on and on and on and on. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Now you don't go to town on that.
Oh, I can hear the comments. Oh, you can't use an impact gun. You can't do this, can't do that. All I'm doing is getting the screws down close, okay? Okay? I did a short. And damn near some bitches of penis got all twisted up. Doing my buddy's brakes, he drove from metal to metal. And I always keep a bucket on the backside to lay the caliber on. Oh, there goes that caliber, that's no good. And oh, you letting it hang from the hose, that ain't no good. None of that stuff was hanging, man. But you got to play your haters that think they know everything, do everything, and what I like to call them is teachers that don't work on cars. But if you don't have experience, shut the hell up. I know you're all like, oh, you're doing this wrong. I don't care. This is mine. Is this yours? This is mine. Mm-hmm. Yeah, mine. Oh, still gotta crank. I don't want to impact it, you know. And I like to go in a star pattern, crisscross them. This is what I like to do. Yeah. Now I could break out my little fancy torque gun, but nope, ain't gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it with my hands. I know what 20 pounds feel like.
Yeah, you hear a crack right there.
Yeah, you're right. My elbow or my wrist cracks go pop. Then hell, when you gotta hold 20 pounds every day in the bathroom. Yeah, I knew I'd get you to laugh on that one. The only issue you're gonna have putting this back together is on this side. There's two little brackets that one's for the accelerator pump and one's for the choke on top. Yeah, this bracket here, there's a cotter pin here, and then it turns, and when you drop it down, that bar will slide out from the slot. And then this one here, accelerator pump. Start back here.
You definitely rebuild this one.
Oh, I'm rebuilding that, man.
Because the butterflies are seized.
Yeah. That's one carburetor I'll never, ever get rid of, man. That 850, that's been with me for years, man. Do a rebuilt kit, and it's like brand new.
I don't think you'll ever paint a carburetor. So I was gonna say you'll paint it.
No, I'll never paint it. I'll leave that joker looking old and crusty the way it is. Alright, I need a flathead.
Just like it.
Yeah. Something ain't right. Oh, that's
Remember,
right.
it's spring.
Give me that one. It goes crisscross, right?
Just like that, how it is right now.
Oh, okay. It's nice to have another one for an ideal. So I was like, man, what the hell is going on? It still don't want to go in.
I had to put a lot of force on this one.
Wait a minute. I think I know wrong. There we go. Zoom in on that part. Oh yeah, just on that. You put it together. That has to sit on top of that accelerator. Point it out, zoom it in, whatever.
Let's see. You see what he's talking about? That has to be on top. So I have to push down.
Just a little tip for you to know. Just a little tip.
Because this doesn't actually push it down. This puts pressure on this. It causes that to go down.
Yeah. Alright. I'm going to show them this here. Because this will happen.
What do you want to show them?
If I can get that. Oh, I got an air hose in my way. No wonder I can't turn.
You guys are floating.
Alright, right here.
What do you want?
This lever here.
Alright.
This one here, that goes to the butterfly. Alright, when you take it off, it's gonna fall, and then oh my gosh, like oh my gosh. There, you hold that. Show them a little slot, the way it's grouped and everything. That's it. You got it focused in with that little lip and everything. And I can't work a camera.
There we go. There's
Right.
a little groove.
There's a little groove there. And then that's notched out the same way. Once you put it in, it slides in, and when you turn, it locks itself. That will fall. When you let that down, it go whoop, and then you be like, oh my gosh. Where does this rod go to? Once again, that's why you record. Then you got a tiny little cotter pin. Which the kit comes with all brand new ones. Because, yeah, you drop this joker,
You ain't finding it.
you ain't finding squat, man. I need needle nose. One of the small ones. I got some itty bitty ones. I don't know where they're at. I know I got them at work. Oh, see, just keeping my itty bitty ones. There we go. Then you just slide that joker in and one clip. Bam, done. Now for these pieces. I'm using the same ones. All I did was take some fine steel wool to clean the brass up. But I'm going to show you a trick, because when you put these in, they are a pain in the butt. Of course, you got to put your springs in first. Yeah, the springs are like, oh, I'm not staying at attention. I'm not that kind of spring. Shit, this one's like, kiss my butt, man. I ain't doing nothing. No, that's when you take a toothpick, man. No, it's not that kind of spring, so.
I mean, it guides right in there.
I know it does. This is a little trick I like to do.
Not that.
Yeah, not that. I like to place this on. You can do it before you put the spring in, it'd be easier. But I like to place that on. So this way, I start that. Where's my little screwdriver? That little flathead, the yellow one. Oh, you got it over there. And then, I like to take it and just swoop it around. Because if you trying to hold this piece down, you will catch hell, man. And for a little bit of, not a lot, you just want a little bit up.
Picture as soon as your moon's head and it goes flying into the sky.
See, now that's in. Now I can go like this. I can push down on that, loop that around, and then voila, look at that. Nice and easy. 'Cause I don't think this is going to be size, but
No.
it's going to be a 15. It's the easiest way I found out because if you're doing this on a car, you're definitely going to want to do that trick for the simple fact that it could go inside in there. And bang. That's the easiest thing. A little bit of lube on that one. Do the same thing on this. You drop them in even. You don't try and kink it. You don't force it in. You just let it drop in even. Grab the vacuum gauge. Alright, now I'm going to use original ones. I don't want to use the new ones because I don't know what size ports, you know. But once again, some fine steel wool. I know I got them counted on the video, but I don't know what side was what. Basically, what I like to do is turn them all the way in gently. Because if you force them in, you're messing stuff up. And then I turn them out three full turns. You know, see, I don't know what was what. I don't remember. They're both marked. But you put them in. You don't crank them down because you mess up the seed part on the bottom.
Those tiny little bits.
This side here is for vacuum, for your distributor. So this side here, you can turn it all the way in. Don't matter. This side's for the fuel. If it don't want to start, you just slowly turn it out. Alright? To get it running. Now, want to go to Harbor Freight? Spend about $14. $14. See that? Yeah, 14. And all it is a vacuum gauge. You know, that's for the fuel side. That's the one you're going to do first. And then you turn this till that's at a steady vacuum. You know, of course you got to raise it up to about 1,000 RPMs. And then once you got a steady vacuum, then you take it and you put it on this side, and then you match the vacuum. As long if this vacuum matches this side and that side, you're good to go. But we'll show you more when we install this on the car. We're going to show you little tricks, you know what I'm saying? Use this, get it running. Distributor side, you don't got to be concerned about the vacuum on that side, you know. But Ted, hope it helped. Might it not help, but if not, I enjoy you watch.